So we know that the pandemic has interrupted a lot of JBU traditions, but we wanted to carry this one on. Carrie and I usually read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" to students in Walker, and so we have some students today on Zoom that were willing to come and hear. Nice to see you all. So hear with me the story, "The Night Before Christmas" by Clement Moore. "'Twas the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap." JBU students know all about a long winter's nap during the middle of the semester, so yes, there we go. "When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, and tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With an old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment that it was St. Nick." The protagonist enters the story. All good English majors, very good. "More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, and no Rudolph." That's not in the traditional story, no Rudolph. "To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as the snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all his stockings, then turned with a jerk. So much detail in these pictures. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." So Merry Christmas to all the JBU students on my Zoom call and all the JBU students watching today. We miss you all. We wish you all God's blessing during this Christmas season and look forward to joining us again in February. Merry Christmas.